Hey guys, Analog Man here for my new updated Three Musketeer deck. It's been a while, honestly, since I've updated this deck. If you guys look back at the previous videos, I actually have not changed this deck profile at all. I mean, I've tried out Black Muskets, but it's kind of okay. Still need some tinkering, but I usually just play this one alongside my security control deck. So yeah. Um, on the advice of one of my friends, Spencer, I did kind of rework this deck completely because in a mirror match against my friend Jose, I actually was bricking really bad and I was not milling fast enough, even with four analog boys, and that's insane. Like with four analog boys, you should be milling like nonstop and you should have everything. But for some reason, my deck was genuinely bricking, so I asked them to help me essentially retool the deck completely, and I think this build is really solid. Like it turbos way faster than it should, and the fact that it does run analog boys, but just not as many, it still does really good work. So yeah, let's get into the deck profile. Of course, we run four Demimeras. Demimera is solid. You don't need the fifth egg unless maybe security control, but even then, you still have a good matchup, so there's not really an issue dealing with that. For rookies, we're of course running the Imon for BT6. I bumped it up to 4 because mainly on the advice of my friend, seeing this is really good because then you can just hard play it, discard, or you can just grab back Beelstar as much as possible. So bumping them up, I kind of agree with it now because it actually does work out in the end. Then running 4 of the old BT2 Intmon because, you know, early game, very nice, helps you mill out your deck, set up, basically sets your whole play up. And then late game, he's not great, but still very nice card to have early game. Then we've reduced down the amount of soundbirds to 2 because I actually had matches where I just did not draw into options for some reason. I ended up reducing my options down to only 11, which is probably why I didn't see enough, and that kind of ruined it. But even then, Soundbird is still very situational, and he only gets you it if you have an option, and sometimes you just don't have an option. So reducing this down actually works a little bit. I reduced it down actually to replace it with 2 Labramons because on hard play, this is assured a draw 1 discard. So it's really nice how it works. That's all the rookies we run for the deck. It's actually a little bit less than usual. This is about, let's see, 5, yeah, about exactly 12. I did run slightly less before, but here it's, I don't know, this number feels right for now. For level 4s, we run 4 Deputy Mons because, you know, Deputy Mon searches a musket and an option card, and you get to Warp Evolve, so gotta have 4 of this. I bumped up the number of Ginkaku Promote to 3 because this card is actually really bonkers late game because you can just spam these and swing for game nonstop. And then for the last level 4s, we run 2 Mechanoris because Devimon is really good, but the problem is that, like, he only gets 1 block, and sometimes if you're doing a mirror match or playing against any like swarm deck, having this to block multiple rookies is really nice. But yeah, that's all the level 4s we run in the deck. We don't run any level 5s because I noticed having multiple engines in this deck actually slows the deck down. So essentially we streamline, with the help of my friend, we streamline the deck to just do exactly what it is to just go full aggro, mill, and then just swarm and control. That's basically what this deck does now. It feels a little bit, it's more of a standard musket deck, but at the same time it still kind of has my own like spin on it. So here I'm running, of course, 4 Beelstar and then 3 Gundramon. Self-explanatory for both. This one counts as a musket, lets you search the top 5, and this lets you, you know, just you reuse cards. So gotta have these. That's all the level 6s we run. We only run about 7, but you see these often enough so that you don't, so you're not like, oh my god, I can't grab it. For level 7s, we're running 2 Millenniumons and 2 Zwarts. Millennium is just to get rid of problem cards like Zwart and possibly maybe a Crania. And then Zwart himself is just basically there to help you swarm the board and swing for game next turn. We only run 4 level 7s now. Originally, I was running 3, but actually bumping up Zwart to 2 actually helps a lot. I see him more consistently, and a lot of stuff goes off. The rest of this deck is options, so let's get into the options. We run 3 Fly Bullet because it pops anything level 6 or less. Very nice. And in security, it's amazing. 3 Nail Bones because we want to just continuously spam marking Kaku promotes and our rookies nonstop to just keep swarming the board so that they can't get rid of everything. 3 Gewalt Swarmers. I was trying this at 2, and I did not like it. I genuinely did not like having only 2, because there are moments where you'll mill 2 of these, and then you need the third one to get rid of their board. So having this at 3/3/3 like this is really nice. Um, Still at 2 Trump Swords because I don't own any more copies, but I honestly don't really like this card because it's very situational. So I just keep it at 2 just so that I see it, but I don't have to always use it. Then 2 Happy Bullet Showers because this helps get rid of Zwart and basically any of their guys that have the same amount of DP, like Security Digimon, like Corjamon and Geogray have the same, so you just pop them with this. Um, and then for the last 2 options, we have Glaive Memory Boost. I really like this card. I've seen a lot of builds taking this out, but this card is really good combined with the Impmon from BT6 because essentially you are guaranteed at least 6 recoveries for Beelstar. So no matter what, you will always get Beelstar back every time. So and also the fact that it gives you an extra 2 memory is also nice so that you can, summon your Beelstar for cheaper cost. That's basically all the options we have for the deck. And then for Tamers, we run two of the new Analog Boys. This card is freaking gross in this deck, and you need at least 2 to 3. I've seen, like my friend Jose, he plays 4, but I feel 4 honestly kind of bricks the deck, so 2 to 3 should be fine. I'm doing it 2 for now to see how it works, but I kind of want 3, but I would have to make room, so we'll see. And then we have 1 Mat, because with Mat and the Glaive Memory Boost and the BT6 Impmont, you have 7 recovery options. So now you basically will always get Beelstar back no matter what, especially even if you mill it. So yeah, this deck, as you can see, it's very fast. It's honestly, I would say it's more just a streamlined deck because the main issue with this deck that I had going into Classic Collection is that it was just too slow against other musket decks and just other swarm decks. So so with Analog Boy, you should be able to speed up to catch up with most of the other decks, especially against hybrid. Once we get into BT7, you'll have to deal with hybrids, and they're very fast. So you need to just go as fast as possible. And turboing with this deck is what you're supposed to do at that point, and what you should be doing. Multiple engines are really nice. They were nice in BT6, but in EX1 and BT7, they do not work. So the deck has to be streamlined, and that's why I've streamlined this deck to run as fast as possible. But yeah, anyway, that's my new deck profile or updated deck profile on Beelstar controls. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of the deck and any suggestions for the deck. I'm honestly open to them because I want this deck to also succeed since it is my secondary deck next to Security Control and my Machine Dramon at the moment. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.